Um, what's wrong here? My mouse. Okay. Um, Debbie, Jolie, knitting. Simple Vision. Welcome in. So, it is nice to see everyone again. It has been a while. You know, first of all, I had a real bad cold. And then we had a bunch of stuff going on around the house. And yeah, kind of. It was just busy. A lot of stuff going on at one time. And then we went to the Strawberry Festival. Okay. And of all things, I'll show y'all. I was joking around and I found this picture and I told everybody, oh, I'm fine, Valerie. I'm good. I was joking around and I sent a recipe to Dave. And I said, you ought to try this, Dave. And she goes, yeah, I think I will. It is, look at that. Sweet Treats Cannery frog balls. Y'all need to try you some frog balls. You probably wouldn't call them that. But what it is they're Brussels sprouts. They're pickled Brussels sprouts with apple cider vinegar, onions, peppers, salt, mustard seed, and celery seed. Nothing like a frog ball, right? But these are too. No, they're not. They're. I'll tell you, if they were, it would be some awful big old frogs. Okay? I'm the only one that tries them here because I'm the only one that eats Brussels sprouts. Okay? But I'll tell you, if they were real froggies, them would be some big old frogs now. Yeah, but they're Brussels sprouts. It's out of a place in Georgia. And the husband got him some homemade garlic dill pickles. I haven't tried these yet. But it was definitely a fun time at Strawberry Festival again. Sounds good and not like. No, and it doesn't taste like chicken. They taste like pickled Brussels sprouts. Well, I don't know about that. Oh, we have a guest. I think our puppets match, to be honest. Boop. There we go.
Hey, girl, how the hell are you?
I'm doing great. How the hell are you, Heather?
Good, good. I'm trying to get things wrapped up here real quick. Um, so I'm gonna sit down and chill out for a minute, and then I'll get my iPad and we can get started on the main stuff if you want, if that's okay with you.
That's
I'm,
fine with me.
I'm here to do it in order of however you want to do this.
It's fine with me.
So are you talking about your fun
We
adventure?
were, yeah, I just showed him the canned frog balls.
Oh my lord. I have never. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm on mute. I see y'all in chat. Hi and love to all of you. Um,
Oh, cut you off real quick. Dave will be here
oh,
when she's off the phone.
oh, that's fine. No problem. Give everybody a minute to get here. I did post a thing about going live, but you know, my community posts don't go out very much because I'm not on that channel very often. So, you know,
It's okay. I
um,
posted one that says receipts.
well, and never mind. I'll explain that later. Okay. So, let me get a little heater out here. We've had the air conditioner on, the heat on, the air conditioner on, and the heat. And, okay. Yes, it was kind of warm today, but cool because it was kind of rainy. So at one point, I'm usually hot. I got chilly. I turned the heat on. It said it was set at 70, I mean, at 63. It kicked on. So I thought, okay, well, it'll kick off, just 1 degree. Well, we came back after a few hours. It was still cold. So at one point, I went in the bathroom and it was freezing in there. And it's always really warm when the heat on. So I went and looked, the air conditioner's on. I said, oh my gosh, I must have been losing it. So I went in the kitchen, asked Callie, and she said, no, Mom, I got hot. I turned the air on. I said, well, I just turned the damn heat back on. So that's what I mean. We've had the heat. I mean, I don't even know. But anyway, oh my goodness. I hope y'all are doing well and everybody's enjoying better weather. I hope we're coming out of this horrible winter, but I don't know. I
Oh,
don't think that. Go
don't
ahead.
we look like such a cute couple up there, guys?
I know. I meant to tell you. I love it. Such talent in this group.
Mhm. I mean, we just couldn't leave anyone out. So we had to give him his little, somebody made us and we gave him his little chair too.
Well, when he involves himself in the frickery, then he gets, you know, handed to it too. And
Yep.
don't feel bad at all. At all. Never will. Okay, so I'm gonna mute for a minute and so you don't hear me um dragging my chair around here in the garage, carport, whatever. And
Okay. And I'm going to
Nancy
download a couple things.
Nancy said, I see you. I sent you a couple of text messages with those screenshots. I zoomed in on one, but I don't know if it's gonna work great with StreamYards because I don't know about my sizing. So I sent the original size and then the one closer up, but whatever.
Okay.
And I told you my dog ate the note, so
Yeah.
I'm not lying. All the times that people say at school that, oh, I didn't turn my homework in because the dog ate my homework. Well, one night, Florida and I spent, what, 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours, I don't know, several hours
Something.
going through the things, writing all the dates down and looking up timestamps. And, well, I had written it on a big, long Post-it note and put it in my room. And I don't know why Dixie decided to get it and chew it in a million little pieces. It was unrecognizable when I found it. I didn't even know what it was. I was so confused, and it hit me. I was like, "What is yellow with little blue lines?" Oh no! It's like my notes. But anyway, okay. Sarah, oh good, you're here. I meant to send you a message too. And Mary Tackett's here, and sour milk and cookies. I'm so glad y'all here. And Jay, okay, I'm on mute and be quiet.
Okay. I'm going to give me one more second, guys. I got one more to download. And then we're going to look at some um, items that knitting has done. And we get to see it before she hands it over to its new owner.
I love you, Sarah.
So there we go. Okay. Anything that knitting does is phenomenal. That we already know. So let me bring it up here. Okay.
A thumbs up. We can push this out in case a few ramblers are out there that want to come in. Some from the clan. Oh, buddies. Lean on in.
And I don't care if you're just sitting out in the lawn enjoying a fire. You don't
That's
have
right.
to talk. You don't have, just hit the thumbs up. Let us know, you're in there listening. Okay, there is one picture. Oh, it's going to go the other way. There's one. There's a net. Oh, look at that pretty design in that. Wow.
Okay, wait a minute. Oh, man. Oh, how beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow. Knitting. It's just unbelievable.
And there she's got it all boxed up, ready to go to its new owner.
That same kind of pattern you used on the baby's blanket, because it kind of looks like it, but I'm looking at a little bitty screen. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, wow.
It is.
I can't tell you how soft her stuff is. Like, it's like butter. Butter. Butter.
Then let me go back through them real quick. She also did it not? I guess it didn't pick up that one. There we go.
Yeah, see, I saw that the other day. I was like, wow. Unbelievable.
Look at that. And she,
Crazy. It's so pretty.
all of that detail in. That is amazing knitting. Oh, look. Knitting.
And see, with the hummingbird. Oh, now I'm going to cry. Oh, I was going to say, it's almost like a work of art. I'd be scared to death if I lost one.
Look at that.
I know, it was so pretty.
Hey, knitting. You even got pretty clean nails.
Right?
You know me, I gotta. Okay. The pink.
Okay, Nadine. Sorry. Like I said, I can't see very good in this little bitty screen. I'm trying to let my my
Oh,
iPad.
Sherry, that's. I'm sorry you lost your kid. Your, I don't know if you want to call it a kitten or her cat. Margaret passed away.
Oh no. Who? Sherry's?
Yes.
Oh no. Is she in the chat?
Yeah, she had a cat.
I don't see her. Okay. Just asking.
Oh, Sarah's asking if she can put her orders in for Christmas for knitting.
Oh, well, Sherry, I'm so sorry. I know that baby enjoyed its time in life with you, though. Hang on, I gotta mute.
Oh, you send that with them? So that was a. She says, "Thank you, Sour Milk. When people order from me, I want to honor them for spending their hard-earned money with me. I add extras and make it like oh, that is so special.
Oh
So
yeah,
sweet of
it's a
you."
beautiful package, tissue, like it's elegant. And then I don't even know. She sent like soothing tea bags, and it's all so neat. Sherry's here. Okay, but I can't see her. Why? Okay. I mean, I trust you. She's here. I see you read her name, but I'm scrolling way back, and I don't see her. How can that be?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was here because she was in here when I first came.
Okay, so she hadn't typed like recently.
Right.
Okay, wait a minute. There's Carol Clark. Hey, Carol. Hey, Valerie. Hi, Beth. Hook, line, and sinker. All right. Well, she may have been at the beginning. I thought y'all meant like,
No,
okay, okay.
I want to have a nice presentation. I add a chocolate, a tea, a hard candy, along with Karen Straw. Oh, hey, that's better than Emma. Half time you don't even get your instructions from it. There she is, Heather.
Okay, Sherry, good. Okay. I'm sending much love to you.
Well, they're
It
like our
sucks.
kids. They're
Yes.
like our kids, Sherry, and they are just as important to us. You know, they are part of the family. So you all wouldn't. We don't spoil our animals, our fur babies at all. What am I saying? Coco and Zeus got blankets from the Strawberry Festival, okay? Daddy had to buy him blankets. One's got bones on, and one's got puppy paws. So, I mean, they're not spoiled at all.
I love the fact that, yeah, they got souvenirs when y'all left, when y'all went out.
Well,
Yeah, Sherry. I mean, the only thing I can think of, and it doesn't help your heart for a long time, but they're only in our lives for a short purpose. But boy, but then there's another one that needs you, even though I know it breaks your heart. But
okay.
for now, we'll just send many, many prayers.
Who's on?
Hold, Heather,
Okay.
hold
Hi,
on.
Claire.
Hello.
The voice wanted to come say hello
Hello, the voice.
before he went to bed.
Hello.
Oh, your brother saw him. He just got done shopping for his weekly. Yeah, I mean, believe it or not, yes, we do. I mean, looky here. You think I'm crazy?
Get my water. Get my water.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
Dog bones, okay?
That's so funny.
She's laying there in the living room with her blankie.
Oh, love it.
Mm-hmm. She ain't nah, not a bit. Yep. Like I said, one got dog bones and the other one has.
You can take that one down.
Oh, I thought I did.
You're good.
Oops. But you know what? Like I said, and I ain't hiding it from nobody. Do I use Discord? I use it to hold my pictures.
Oh yeah, I don't care. Ain't nothing on that.
I'm just saying. I've already told everybody that.
Who was it that accidentally got a link and they said they went in there and started laughing because it was just literally where I was sending stuff from TikTok for you to play that night or whatever, when we found out it was easier for you to pull it up.
Mm-hmm.
I said, see, we ain't lying. There's nothing in there about shooting shit. I mean, nothing.
That's what it is.
Well, yeah. I mean, I just don't have. I mean, it's not personal. I have hardly time to text my friends back every blue moon. I feel so bad. I'm like, oh my gosh, the next time I'm gonna text, and then I don't. It's been a week, been 2 weeks.
See, that's just how it is, you know. Okay, I do see the two you sent me. Okay.
Okay. Well, I had to come over here, so I apologize again about the traffic going by because the baby has to go in the morning for shots, and then her dog has to. Anyway, it's a long story. So they needed me. I had to ride with her. I was off today to go pick up Hendrix. So we had the baby and Hendrix, and it was a good thing I went.
Huh?
So I apologize. Okay, while she's on mute, I also apologize. I told y'all 2 weeks ago I was going to get the video done, get my stuff together, and I'd be right on it. Well, Hendrix got an ear infection again, and then life just went kind of bananas. So I really, really apologize. And then work needed me more than a little more than normal, and it just so I didn't get the video truly made. So tonight we're just going to go over as much as I could find in clips and show you the proof, and then if we find some more, we'll put it into a video. But I would like to cut some of this tonight and make a small video out of it just to put on How to Know. It's more proof of the things that she says we never have proof. But whatever. Oh, yeah, life does happen. It is a lot. And to be honest with you, that's why my voice sounds a little shaky. Having to listen to this tonight for the first time in a long, long time, it just brings it all back again. I'm just, just so thankful we don't have to deal with all that nonsense anymore. The only thing, Florida, I didn't do was the comment that was in your,
Yes.
yes. Do
You
you
want
have
that?
that?
You want that too?
Just because, as to
You want
why,
that too?
again, just more of the context of it all, of the why now. Thank you, Carol.
Oh, you want your keys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all have to kind of work with me here because he's just getting up and eating. Today's his day off. And with him, you never know when he gets up. So
That's right. I'm going to try and do it on my iPad, the clips, but we'll just see if y'all can hear and it's clear. That way you can mute for a little bit, and then I can talk over it when I need to, and you can
okay,
join
which
in.
one's the one up first?
Give me just a second. Oh, I hate doing. I'm just so tired of doing shit for her.
Well, see, here's the thing, though. We're not doing this shit for her.
No, I'm just tired of.
This one is to make everybody. You guys, when you see this, you are not. Everything she sat on there and said for 3 years.
Well, in the context, you'll understand more in a minute.
Yes.
It's just the fact that we just have to do it at all. But this is a doozy. But
Okay. When you actually see it and we go into explaining it, you'll understand it and how big of a liar they both are. Okay. So, do you want the ones that I talked about beforehand?
You want to bring up his comment first?
Hers?
Jimmy's.
I don't
That's the
have.
one I'm looking. That's the one I was looking for, where he made
Oh,
the comment under one of our posts saying that we all lied. And he has proof. Then when somebody mentions stuff, he's like, "FOIA it, just FOIA it."
God, do I have that comment?
Um,
Was that put
if
in there today?
um, if not, Jay may have it because I'm pretty sure she screenshot it. I can find it in a little bit. It doesn't matter. I can go back to it. I'll say what it said, and then we can show the proof, whatever.
Well, go ahead and we can run that at the end of what at this because guess what? We did
What?
it.
Yeah. So Jimmy comes under the comment section. What, a month ago or whenever it was. He was running his mouth and defending Merv and saying that we're all liars and bringing up things and threatening people and doing all the fuck shit they were doing. He and Merv, standing on the fact that we were all liars, never showed proof, drop a link. And I don't know in context of what came up to bring up the FOIA, but he was like, oh, somebody
Oh,
mentioned the calls that were
um,
made.
that was
Wow.
Debbie Doll.
Yes. Why would
She
you
had
ever
made a
put them?
comment in there
Yeah.
saying that she had FOIA'd the SWAT and the pipe bombs in the yard. And she answered him back. He told her to FOIA it because she couldn't find it. You know, no no proof of it. Well, Debbie Dow came in and said that she did FOIA it, and it was from their police.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So in the screenshot, Jimmy is saying different things that were brought up. Well, FOIA. Why? Because I think, they were questioning, like, why did your wife come on air and play those sex calls? Why would you do that? And that was kind of the context. He said she's a bad researcher. Yes, that's what he called Debbie. So he called us out again.
Well, here's Debbie, and she goes, both sheriffs in NYSP.
Yep. So again, I haven't talked to Debbie off the screen at all, have I, Debbie? I just was blown away when he threatened people's jobs and all the other things he was saying. And somebody sent me a copy of a request. Let me go to this real quick, see if you can hear me. Let's see, hang on one second.
I got it.
I'm looking for something else. Hang on.
He basically told Debbie that she was a bad researcher and that she needed to FOIA the information and that he knew who people were and where they lived and their jobs. And what some of it we know wasn't him because he even remembered about another clan member in here that had went on her panel and sold some things. So we know that's not Jimmy. Okay. That's her. So they're both using the same name. So any of y'all know that Jim K could be either her or him, depending on who's replying.
Okay, so can you hear me now?
Yep.
So this person wrote for a FOIA request in Merbs County, I guess. I can show the bottom of this at another time. It just has her address, her name, fax number, the city of Sullivan. She's the FOIA officer, executive assistant to the county manager's office. If you wish to appeal my decision, so, it goes on to the Sullivan County FOIA appeals officer is Anne Marie, one word, Martin. So you can verify that I'm not lying. And then this person requested the 911 call, audio tapes, any 911 complete transcripts pursuant to the county law of 308. The audio tape or any complete transcripts may be obtained that we could receive. Also, what was it? Hang on one second. I just skipped part of it. pursuant to the New York Freedom Information Law, Article 6 of the Public Officers Law. I request copies of the public record concerning the police, fire, EMS, sheriff, 911, or other emergency resources as MERB's address, including but not limited to. So, long story short, these go back to January 20th. So,
January 20th of what year?
oh, sorry, to January of 2020.
And isn't that basically when all of us started being, real close to started being in there?
Yes. I think even a little bit before me, but yes,
Mm-hmm.
right around that time.
Yeah. You ready for screen?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And two, those notes that you have from that night, or in case I get anything out of order in trying to remember what these calls were, you might could refresh my memory. But
Okay.
okay. So I'm not looking at the chat 100% of the time. So I will try and look every now and then if you have questions.
Hold on. Let me see if I can. Which I can.
Okay. So if you zoom in, the far right is just our address anyway. So if you cut that part off, it won't matter.
Well,
zoom in again. Yeah. To bring it down some. Okay, can y'all see that pretty clear? I can't tell on this phone. Let me pull you up on iPad.
well, she says everybody knows her address anyway, so I ain't too worried about it.
Oh, listen, we're gonna play clips, Merv. Like, I don't even say a word. You can AI, you can bullshit all you want. We're finna show it all. Okay, hang on. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Sorry for my delay. Wait, I forgot my iPad's off. Let me just turn it on. So, once again, we have been lied to for a long, long time about a lot of things, apparently. So, we are going to prove what we need to. Hang on. Why am I offline? Okay,
Like I said, this one, the first one, it goes bottom to top. So y'all know that when you're looking at it. It'll tell you the date created, the time created, the call type, and the location. I don't know what the numbers are. So, but
now, the bottom two that say miscellaneous, because my notes are gone, we pulled the two lives around that time. Because, sometimes you can go live a little bit before midnight and a little after. So depending on how that date fell with YouTube, I wasn't sure which one of those might pertain to what the calls were made or if they even were something. Because at first, obviously, I read them and I'm thinking, okay, miscellaneous is like a hang-up call. But no, because other ones say abandoned call or misdial. So there was some reason the calls were made. I had not had time to go through those. I did a little bit. I didn't remember anything that triggered me for what she was talking about. That was like, oh, that was that day such and such happened.
these,
Huh?
I will tell you, these bottom two was made the SWAT.
Oh, yes, this was the afternoon.
That's
See?
the SWAT. The 17th.
The next day. Because the SWAT comes in late. So I'm thinking it's 12 hours later, military time, best I remember. I can't zoom in. Yes,
Yeah.
because it says 2027. And I think your husband said that's like, don't hold me to it, but like 6 at night-ish, something like that. The one before says 3:30. We'll go with that was an afternoon. I assume this follows the SWAT. like the next day-ish. But that's where those come in play. Now, don't hold me to it. Do your own research too. These are just what we tried to go back and find dates and what was going on at the time. So this will give you a time frame and what was said.
Let
Okay.
me back up.
Yeah, this SWAT came in at 3 a.m. So yes.
Because hold on, y'all. Take a breather a minute for 1 second. Okay.
Meeting. Jimmy basically said that. Why am I going? Hang on.
It is
These are FOIA reports from
this. I will tell you exactly. This is the day that she did her live. It said Tony Todd, TODT, in court today. That is the title of the live.
And we can also
Sorry,
later,
my research.
Yeah, later on we can also post these links together so that you can go back in the timeline and look for yourself too. Because you may find something that we missed or, whatever. I'm not saying we're perfect, but anyway, we're not liars anyway. Okay. So that takes us to the next one on the unknown problem. Did we find anything in that research?
21st. I gotta shrink it back down because I wrote notes. Guys, on the 21st, that is Lori Vallow update, baby Evelyn, and more. And that's about 50 minutes in on the video. I think you said that is where she starts basically attacking everybody.
I know, and I can't remember the context of what's everybody. By then, let's see. I don't think I had left yet, but maybe so. I don't know.
But like I said, that one's titled Lori Vallow Updates, Baby Evelyn, and More.
Okay.
For that day.
Forward that video into the chat.
2020. Decoupage crafts and mommy ramblings. Yep, because she's setting up her decoupage and.
Okay. Do you know how to copy that link and drop it in the chat to that video?
I can.
I mean, I didn't know if it's real easy.
Yeah.
We can do it as we go.
On the other screen.
Okay, great. Okay.
I just gotta get in the other screen and get it.
All right. So, Jim, we go to the next one, abandoned call. 10/21, 2020. Now, in my opinion, they do say missed call and then abandoned call. I mean, I'm not, I don't know enough to define those two, which is the difference. Why they don't just say missed call instead. But it doesn't seem to lead to much there. I'll just leave it there for now. We'll still be looking. We're still getting things coming, so.
Okay, here is the 21st one. For the unknown problem.
Okay, thank you. Two
Okay, hold on a minute, guys.
dash 21 dash
Or
2020. Right?
there.
Oh, I didn't send.
Beth, I'm gonna
Look at y'all.
Beth, I'm gonna remove that one for a minute because that way I can have the date and the link there together.
You
Okay.
did fine. You did great. Thank you.
And the next one is an abandoned call. You all know for a fact that when you call something and if you hang up or you know you don't think it went through, they're going to hit that as an abandoned call. So they're going to call you back and ask if everything's okay. Okay.
And I do remember, and I couldn't find the videos, but because it would be like a needle in a haystack, but I do remember several times at that point, 5 or 6 years ago, that 911 button as you turn the phone on or off is right there, and she would call them a couple of times by accident because they came to check on her. And one time she tried to call them back and say, "Hey, I misdialed, and I think they came anyway." But I know at least twice. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that could be around that time. But
Okay. Then we have a misdial. She said when she talked to him, she said she actually talked to him and said she misdialed because they put it in here as a misdial.
Yep.
On 11/23/2020 is another abandoned call. And like I said before, that's like if you accidentally hit it and you just hang up on it, so they're going to call back and question what's going on there.
Right.
And then again, 5/25. We skipped a whole few months. 5/25/2020, a misdial. She tells them that she misdialed.
But
yeah.
Now, here's a little preference to this. 2022, in case you want to know, I created the channel in February of 2022. That spring, they go on their first vacation. Following the vacation, there's a huge exodus again with a bunch of, the first round of mods leaving. That's when Moo and, Nana Patty and Lisa D and so on and so forth left. So that puts a little context to the time frame we're coming into. So where are we now? Are we at the 7/7?
Up until May, she didn't make no calls. So the vacation time in between the first of the year and in May, she was just pissed because everybody was leaving.
So
and
July 7th comes, and just to kind of remind you, and I think we found a link to that one too, is the time when the dog was, quote, murdered. That was the live. This is also in context of when she also goes live. She had been having come aparts by then, we all know. That is when she threatened, I can't remember exactly, don't hold me to exactly her words, but she threatens some kind of thing about driving the van into the lake or some kind of thing like that. It was concerning. We had 5 or 6, 7 screenshots in Slack of her threatening to suicide. And also, we also know about February of that year on Father's Day when she was threatening it also. Was it February that year? That one, I could be wrong, but it's all around that same time. It's when she was really in a bad place. So this call follows the call to the police department checking on her for a welfare check, I'm sure. I don't know why she called them later. Say 1848. Do we know what time that was again? Did we write that down? I'm thinking that's around dinner time.
Joe, what is 1848?
I apologize, y'all. We had this all done. So
6:48.
Okay. So again, there was a call that was made. It was not made by me, but a call was made in concern because of all the things she'd been saying for a minute, for a month or so, but especially around the time of the dog. So I don't know why they called back from her, from her. I don't know why she called the police about it, but that's what it says right there. Public service, I guess is what that means, lockout/welfare. But that time frame of that date goes to the day the dog died.
Yep, it does.
No YouTuber went there and murdered her dog like she said, as we all know. Because we still were waiting on the proof of that from the camera footage, but whatever.
Okay, then we got 10:14, another abandoned call. 11/8 of 2022, an abandoned call. Okay. Where, and then we got on 1/24/2023, suicidal attempted suicide. You all need to remember something, okay? These are coming from her home, not somebody calling her. These are coming from inside her home.
This is anything that comes in her name, Jimmy's, anything that pertains to a service call coming out for help. You know what I mean? So the time frame of this again.
That's why the ad, okay, location. It is coming from this address for these reasons.
Right. Whether the tower picks it up, it's coming on main line. That's not up to me, but it is right here. This is what they sent. The police aren't going to make it up. So here's a time frame on this one. Am I echoing? Let me know if I am.
No, you're fine.
So now the mods have left the summer of 22. Now, at the end of that year-ish is when she was alerted, served, whatever you want to call it, from Nana Patty's group, her and Lisa D, for cease and desist. And all the things started with that. How I know about that is because I went quiet sometime late summer, early fall, and didn't make any more videos. I went into Zoom with Nana Patty and Moo and them and let them know who I was, obviously. And I was going to help them with their timestamps on videos for their attorney. At Christmas, that is what I did. I think I've talked about it a lot of times. So this is the time frame of Christmas when we were all quiet, not clapping back, keeping head down because they didn't need to do anything. We were being quiet. So January that year, Merv goes live and makes a few comments that were really weird at the time about something that happened, but she can't talk about it. It's just devastating. She can't even talk about it right now, but sometime when I can, but y'all have no idea. And everybody kept asking, what is going? We have no idea. We have no idea. It always, I kept thinking, oh, she's just making it up. I have no idea. Because again, things were perfectly quiet. I went back and double checked, triple checked. I knew there wasn't anything going on at all. So, then we find out by this. So then when we cross-reference the video, we go to the time when it was outed who I was. When my identity came out by Amy, if y'all remember, Amy comes on the panel with Randy and tries to explain why she did what she did. Then she went over to Carolyn's panel and they got into it. The night before she goes on Merv's panel, there's a crazy message put under Randy's community post where Amy talks about Merv and a suicide thing, and
Okay,
going in the ambulance.
hold on a minute.
Okay.
Enchanted, we don't know it was her. Okay. We don't know it. We don't know that who the calls were made by.
True. Yes.
Okay. It could have been anyone in that. That's what we're saying. It could have been anyone in the house.
Right. That's why I
But
just said about the misdial or abandoned. I just knew that there were several times that she accidentally hit that button and they have to come. You know what I mean? Because they did come a couple of times because she was live. And, she literally did it on the live. And it's like, oh no, I hit it again. And sure enough, knock, knock. She even tried to call and tell them. But I think once or twice at least, I remember at least once they came anyway. But anyway, that's just all I'm saying. I can't even tell you those are for sure, but I'm giving her that credit. But again, the kids could accidentally call. No big deal. I don't know the difference between miscellaneous, abandoned call and misdial. I don't know why they abandoned call. I don't know what that. So anyway, those don't mean anything to us. Is long story short.
well, like I said, an abandoned call under clarification for a thing.
Right. Just
I
came from her address.
I researched it. That came from her house is a call that was made and hung up on.
Yep.
Okay.
So we get to this January date again, because again, Amy brings up this situation that we all knew nothing about. Even when it came up, to be honest with you, I still didn't believe it. My friends will tell you, even when she and Jimmy are telling their whole spiffing, I'm like, yeah, I don't believe this happened. Ain't no way. When the police wouldn't even do anything, when she literally was saying the things in print and on a live, and they didn't take it serious, why in the middle of the morning, in January, when things are perfectly quiet, now all of a sudden? Well, as you see here, the call came from the house. Now, the live that I have pulled is the live that Merb did with Amy. Because when Amy comes on the panel, Merb explains what happened. Because this is the version she told Amy. I do believe, in my wholehearted opinion, she wanted to make Amy feel really sorry for her so that she would give her more information on me. She was asking for screenshots and anything she could. What did I say about this? Trying to make her her friend and turn over everything she could about me. This is the whole week where Merb's on a campaign to just completely destroy me. That I'm the worst person in the world. I've stolen from people. Yeah, I'm not a Christian. Just having to hear it. This one part tonight made me just start. It's unbelievable. This is why my friends told me I couldn't listen to a lot of it. Not to, because it was ludicrous. But anyway, she explains to Amy and says on the live, and I'll play the clip in a little bit. It's so long and drawn out, and they're hollering at each other in between, unfortunately. But listen closely when you finally hear a couple of times, Mer blames it on Buddy Cat and I. This whole entire time, she's brought this up over and over. She said that we reported her on an IC3 form, and that's why they came in the middle of the night and woke her up and took her in. That is not true. In October, the year prior, October, not January, October, she was so dangerous at that point. I did make a community post. I did say if anybody feels uncomfortable or knows any situation, you have the right to fill out a form. Anybody that filled out one in October, they would not come and try and take her in January. This is unbelievable what she put us through for that.
Okay. Now I want to add to that. At one time in our live, I was not able to see two people that left her chat after all the last Exodus. Okay. I wanted to know if this call was true. I
Yes,
couldn't
because
see
I used to kid around and say, before I die, can we please find out if this call really happened in January? Because I just doubted it.
Okay. And I'll tell you who all was in the chat that night. It was Chris Ree and it was Kevin. Because they had recently left.
And that night that you asked the question, I was on the way to the airport to go to New York.
Yep.
Because I was driving and lost service. And when I came back, you were like, I asked the question. I'm like, what? I asked Kevin, did it really happen? He said it did. That she really was taken in.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have the record that shows the call came from the house. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me who called, what the circumstance was. I don't care. I will not be used for her mental health bullshit anymore. And to put it on Body Cat and I this whole time, and the horrible things that she said this entire week that she went after me and her, is unbelievable. I don't even have words. It was horrific.
Well, putting it on anyone in this group is horrendous.
Yeah.
Making anybody feel or them second guessing anyone in here about making that phone call is ridiculous, because this came from inside her home.
I mean,
Somebody
again,
in her home thought she was in that condition and they called. Nobody here. Nobody in the thousands that left there called that night.
and again, to give you context, even a person in Florida on TikTok that I follow through Villain, they've had, I don't know how many police calls on that chick. She's lunatic. They can't get her committed when she needs to be. It has to come from the family, pretty much. You know what I mean? It's just really strict. You know, and this was even back, when was this, 2023?
Yeah.
Look how things have changed now. It's even more, strict. They just, that's a fine line, I feel like. I don't know anything about it. I'm not a professional in either field, nor do I want to pretend to be. But it seems like to me, a police officer's got, a fine line on whether, he can make that call or not. And it's sad. But again, this is the context of why there were a few people that reported her in times of need, not in a malicious way at all. Same thing when they were concerned about the children. And I stand by that 100%. In this video clip, that's the thing they want to wear out. Oh, they've called the police on us. They've called the CPS. They're just trying to ruin us. No, nobody ever tried to hurt you. Not at all. But you tried us. The threats you put to Body Cat and I in that mini episodes, the website you created, it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Okay. Now I'm going to add to this. You all can see these calls coming from her home. Okay. Where is all of the calls that she said, I'm going to call the police. I am reporting this to the police. They're going to be here in the morning.
You're going to have to mute when you
Okay. There is no calls here okay. It's not there.
I got some more information on that today too.
And and the ones that where's the ones that she's saying that I'm calling the police about those
SA
pictures and the phone calls? Where are they? They are not here, ladies.
So we'll jump to that too, just to cover my basis on that. So I called her state police department today as a concerned citizen. I had questions, and I told the truth of exactly how it went down. There are people being accused, and I need to know, what would your protocol be if there were calls made to her phone and or those things sent to her phone? Because she said she also contacted the FBI. So I wanted to make sure before I called the FBI that they weren't going to say, well, they normally would tell her to go to the state police, because that's what they said. That's what they said. There is no report. The FBI said, yes, we would have her go straight to the state trooper. It's the internet. This is not some kind of huge problem of too much CP on somebody's device. You know what I mean? Something like that would be different. So, no. There was nothing turned over, nothing. So, again, it just brings the perspective in again of just malicious, horrendous. I don't even have enough words without cussing and calling her everything under the sun like she did me. in these videos.
I was just wondering because the crowd, I'm going, wait, are you watching a video? A video again?
She threatened me with a lawsuit. She'd already been talking to attorneys, she said. She'd already been handing over all the evidence. I was screwed. I was going to jail. I was criminally going to be charged and all the things.
How many people was going to be wearing orange jumpsuits? Y'all remember that?
The FBI from her house. I don't know. I think a subpoena and a judge could 100%.
I was listening up the letters.
Well,
So again, I can't give you everything on those calls. All I can tell you is I called and said, if this happened, what would be the protocol? What would she be told to do? Would she call you and make a report? Did she need to come down there? Because in the videos that we went and found, she says several times, I got up the next day and took my phone down there. They have everything. Well, where was that? Because they don't. No, no, ma'am. No, not at all. I didn't have the time frame of the pipe bombs. I mean, I didn't want to sound like a complete lunatic when I go through all the things, to be honest with you. But those were the two most important things that bothered me and a lot of us in this community for a long time were those calls. That's what got Jimmy mad in the comments when I feel like when he was called out, why would you allow her to keep playing those and the things they said about your children? We even stood against that. In this video, and I'll put the link in if you don't even want to hear it because it's vile, it's horrible. But she brings Amy on there. Now, Amy is dying of cancer at the time and has since passed. So it's hard for me to even hear it anyway. There are some confusing things going on, and Merv's calling her a liar. And it's a whole mess, 100%. But Amy was defending herself, and part of that because the night of some of the calls that came through, if y'all remember, there was 2 or 3 in a row, and Merv picked up the phone one time and acted like they said something. You could clearly tell they didn't because you could kind of hear it in the background. Whatever she says, it wasn't enough time, and she hangs up because we played that over and over and over. During that time, Amy called her. That's when Merv doxed her phone number and her husband's name and made a community post and said because the caller was male, she implied that it was her husband, or well, her soon-to-be ex-husband. They were getting a divorce at the time. So Amy comes on that panel to correct some things, but also say, why? Why did you keep saying it was me, my husband, my ex-husband, or whatever? He would never do that. He didn't go on YouTube. He's a banker. You called him, a pedophile.
and that's also when Amy told her that she did not want none of those text messages or none of that info put out publicly. Amy told her that. It was never supposed to hit the internet, but Merv did it anyway.
And yes, I mean, I've told the story 100 times. Amy had gotten into a place that I think she was really sick on and off. I think at that time she was really angry at BBT, and I was making videos about BBT. She knew. She was sending me stuff. It doesn't matter. But one video too many made her mad, and for some reason she told that Red Raven Spirit, one of her friends from Merv's community, that she apparently was still talking to, who I was. That's how it all started. Then Merv was hungry. Oh my God, send me proof. Send me all the things she's been saying. And I was texting her, oh my God, I don't want her to do this. I don't want her to find out. She'll go after my son, blah, blah, blah. Criminally, if you alter financial records and put them on a screen without permission, it's a crime. So when I hear her call me everything but a white woman on this video tonight, plus on top of the whole week that I didn't hear, just makes me reminded of how many times it could have been so much worse for her. I went and hired an attorney to protect my family. It ended up in a copyright lawsuit. She was lucky. She's being lucky.
And Heather, when she brought up altering
Stop checking on your vape.
financial records, I had been gone for quite a couple of years. Well, I wasn't gone, but
Yeah, so you had just come back around.
I had just came back.
Not too long before, yes, because you and I were on the phone late that night going through every
Me and her,
PayPal
we
and
were on
Venmo
there.
I had, trying to figure out where the hell they were coming up. But anyway, it doesn't even matter. We're
We
going back.
went through it for hours,
Yes.
ladies.
It's just the context of the Amy and the calls. Really, you know, I don't want to have to. It gives me anxiety attack going through all this again. Just feeling like I was trying to protect everybody and I couldn't in those moments. It was very frustrating, and it brings it all back again. The main point is that this bitch sat here for years accusing Body and Cat 9, pushing her over the edge and all these things, and that the lawsuit was going to come down to the police department because they did all these protocols wrong and they took her and they did this and they did that. Now, I do 100% believe that the story was exaggerated to Amy that night to make her feel bad. Because I think there's a conflict in whether she was there 10 hours or 18 hours. I think Merb exaggerated it. In the video, you see Jimmy come to defend her constantly. She can't lie in front of him. So she has to say whatever he thought. She also accuses us over and over. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I just had it turned. I just muted because
No, you're
the
fine.
microwave going.
No, you're fine. I just thought about, because my screen keeps doing weird. So again, there's a conflict in the whole story between her and Amy on whether she went in the police car because she's germophobic and they called the ambulance. At one point in the video, you hear, oh, wait a minute, how was it worded?
You mean
Marv says, they said, oh, you're going to be like that. No, Amy says, you said, the police said, oh, you're going to be like that. So I believe when they first got there and tried to tell her you got to go, 100%, no doubt in my mind, she acted a damn fool. They called an ambulance because I've always said the only way they're taking her out of there is prying her fingers off the keyboard and shooting a shot in her elbow and in her arm. That is my interpretation. I don't know that for a fact. But when Amy said that part about the police, you know, like, oh, you're going to make this harder on us or not? They have to take you. Can I not drive my car? No, you cannot. Then she feels like she's violated when you got there. Well, you know what? I feel violated for you accusing Body Cat and I of the most horrendous crime ever. You should have been locked down 100 million times, but we didn't do shit to you in January. Everybody was begging you to leave them alone. Leave them alone. And all she did was sit there on that video and deny with Amy and spin it that, oh, but they did all the things. And she talked about my children. She's exploited my children and blackmailed me. Honey, the judge said it to you, and we're still getting the transcript of that call where he tells you the only person that's ever exploited your family is yourself, Merb. I'm sick of it. The most dangerous human being, in my opinion, on YouTube. She brings Natasha on this thing. She goes through that whole shit show again with her and Gannon Snout's pictures. And I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, I was part of that, she says. I didn't know what she was doing with pictures and all that. That's her true crime. When I was over there, it was about Merb. I'm not Natasha, but you tried to go to the news and everything else trying to get both of us taken down. Heather and, Hilton and Natasha, whatever. She tried everything. You can't take criticism. And then there's even in that same clip, in that same video, she and Jimmy are standing there and they're both saying they've never gone after a single Rambler. Never. Never have. Show proof. She screams in the microphone, show proof. I don't know what happened that night. I don't care. I really don't. I am so cold to her and her shenanigans anymore. You know, if anything else, it was just, once again, because the narcissist, let's just be honest, is never going to hurt themselves. Never. She'll push everybody else around her. So maybe the children called. I don't know. But it was enough that the police came and they weren't going to say no. And she didn't just ride down there for a minute and come back home like she tries to say. Nope.
Well, if y'all remember, and we looked, I looked, there's a day missing there when she was taken. That
Yes.
she didn't do a live. Okay.
The day after.
The day, yeah.
Yep,
there is
you're right.
there is no live there. And when she does come back on, she does the whole big skit that we're gonna sue them because what they did was against the law and the way they treated me. Remember her and Jimmy
Yes.
swearing that they were going to sue the police for doing this.
Oh, they had to stop on the way back and get a report because her psychiatrist, her grief counselor, whatever, said that the protocol was wrong. But if you do remember, and I do remember this being a fact, shortly thereafter, Merv begins to nod off a little bit. Her eyes roll back in her head. People even question, was she taking something or drinking? And I'm like, y'all know better. Y'all know better. I mean, honestly, I kept saying, no, there's no way. I really brushed it off. That is also the spring that she goes on the vacation, and there's a question on who's going to drive her that year. And we assumed, but we didn't know. Come to find out, her daughter drove her, stayed with her the whole time, and drove back.
And if y'all remember, that's the vacation she yelled at her daughter because her daughter was working while she was on vacation with her.
Yes. That's when she threw the chariot in the coal and all the things. Just to put that in context too. But around that time, I couldn't find the videos because no, Lord knows where she was nodding off and all the things. But if anybody kind of remembers that time and y'all questioning things about that, because she did start acting really strange. I just kind of brushed it off and didn't really pay any attention. You know what I mean? But I hope they did put her on something. I hope to this day she takes another pill or some kind of antidepressant because God knows she needs a lot of help. A lot of help. And you call me an anti-Christian, you tell me all the things and I'm the devil and I'm going to hell. Lady, you ain't seen hell before. You leaned in that microphone and told me you were relentless and you would never get off my ass. Well, guess what? I ain't never got off your ass either. I told you day one when you fucked up a bunch of people that I was not going to stop. But I did. I went quiet for a long time. I've left you alone. I've given you grace so many times. You have no idea. No idea the shit you could have gotten in trouble for. Take from your kids damn food off their plate. I'm so sick of hearing that shit too. I could puke. Get an effing job like the rest of America.
And now she's got her husband doing it, making a video of, oh, this is the only steaks I can afford, and they're fucking lamb chops.
Yeah, he's just
And
a
then goes
prick
over
too.
there and gets what, I
sorry.
don't remember exactly what it is, but it's on. They need it because it's on sale.
Yes,
Do they care if anybody in their community is couponing? Anybody in their community is working a minimum wage job and sending her money?
And I mean, yes, and as y'all said that about her daughter, I mean that respectfully. I do not ever, I've never brought her into videos or any kind of things that, I've only stated a few things that for a fact, but that's it, because she doesn't want to be on YouTube. She's begged her mom, leave her alone, leave her out of it. And we've seen witness time after time of what she would do, what she would say. And, I know she probably tries to love her mother the best she can, I'm sure she does because that is her mother. Listen, I didn't have the greatest mother either, but I still at the end of the day loved her. Didn't mean at the end, as I got older and realized what I was really missing as a mother figure, that I wasn't hurt and angry 100%. But there's nothing I wouldn't do to protect my children. and the shit you did to Body Cat and I and our children, and the shit you did to Body Cat and her daughter.
Oh, I'm not letting that one go.
No, and
I
on
will.
top of the fact, let's just talk about the fact that in that February, she's curled up in the bathroom pretending like she's going to commit suicide. Got all the mods on the call over Nana Patty's husband calling her a twat. Knowing Body Cat's dad had committed suicide. I mean, just it's horrendous.
I will call out her rotten ass behavior, her nasty scamming, grifting bullshit forever if it helps another person see her.
Yes, it's and
I
that's
will.
what bothers me to the point of tears tonight. I went through an anxiety attack just listening to all that shit tonight. When it's my day off, it pisses me off that I even have to bring this to the internet anyway. But I was so angry when it came out of how in the hell and the things you have caused and accused people of. She's caught, BBT was accused of the sex calls. It just the list goes on and on. It went from one person to the next group. Just fill in the blank from what day she was mad at somebody. Lumps it all in there on the victim impact statement, as she puts it out there in the world that, depending which group did what to her, what day she wants to talk about them. And then sitting there just standing on the fact that she doesn't lie about nothing. Nothing.
She lies about everything. And we have it in black and white.
Yes.
We
And Shannon
we
said, I
did.
believe my opinion that the video of her holding her son's picture and screaming at NC, meaning Natasha, and the lost cell phone drama video is behavior her family has to suffer through on a daily basis. That is exactly the truth.
If
Florida
you
knows how many times, or my crazy life would know how many times, as a child of craziness, I remember thinking, God, who's going to stand up for the kids? Who's going to stand up and say something? Is it going to be later down the road when they get older? And then the relative tells them the same thing. I wish I could have done something. What? Uh, that's what you're going to say to me? I still have to love those family members, but I still wonder every day, like, why? Why wouldn't you have done something? That was your sister. You knew what she was doing to me. You know what I mean? And she can say what she wants about the boys. I know the truth. We wanted them out of that house and do well. 100%. 100%.
hmm
Nobody ever wanted them taken away and all this other bullshit she said. The only person who needs to be taken away in handcuffs is her. Committed, in my opinion.
Oh, did you see that? Debbie goes, I was trying to process that BBT did not make those calls. That's why I originally asked for records. And nothing showed up when Debbie asked.
Oh, Valerie, it's fine. Thank you. But don't feel sorry for me. And I know Buddy Cat would say the same thing. But I just, you know, it doesn't mean a lot, but it does. It clears our name, but more than that, it just shows the depth of deception and what she will go through and say. And people believed that one video. It's got 5,000 views. Some of them have 20 and 30. It's not a lot in the whole scheme of things. But when you think about those people thought we were terrible, terrible people.
Yeah. And she tried to get, let's see, BX Beast Boys to come after everybody in
She
here.
she
And the
said in
people
that
that are with
video, I was so mean. I was running around telling her to get a shower, take a bath.
you know, and she tried to get him to go after people. She tried
Yep.
other creators to go after people. You know, oh, and I got one coming that's really gonna make her head spin and pop off. Heather don't know what I'm gonna do on that one.
Did you hear
But
what Peggy? Did you read what Peggy said? My dad attempted to unalive himself when I was 11. I found him and saved him. Any threats hurt me deeply. I mean,
see,
again, that February call at the
that's it.
bathroom. Muppets
That's
and
it.
Jackie had just lost their husbands.
She don't care what it does to other people. She
And
knew.
that's what I mean. I'm damn near not going to hear that. Oh my God, they pushed me over the edge, and that's what happened. And how dare them? It's my mental health, and they're making fun of it. I'm not making fun of shit. I am here to clear people's names and to show what you didn't do.
I mean, it is horrible that Peggy had to go through that. It's horrible that Moo had to go through that.
Horrible.
And then for her to put these people on a phone and have people, that had just suffered their own loss. Moo had seen it, went through it, and to put these people through it. And she talks about warning people and prevention. No, no, she doesn't care about anybody's emotional, mental health one bit.
No, she didn't care when they were sending those letters to Moo's daughter, blackmailing her, saying her mom was on drugs, that Buddy Cat was on drugs and mentally not good, and all the most horrendous things. Calling the police on her twice. I mean, she didn't give a damn. She knew Moo wasn't gonna take her shit. And thank God she didn't. But it didn't make it right either. Nor did it make it right for you to make a website with a bunch of stories about how she lived and her condition and all a bunch of other shit that's still up on your bullshit.
Well, Beth, it's funny that you say that you'd bet that she started that YouTube channel. Oh, okay, we already know between her and Jimmy right now she has 4 active channels, okay? That I can tell you. But none of us in here, and trust me, we dive deep. None of us ever seen that supposed channel on Facebook, that Facebook page that Michael found.
Yeah, so I'm glad you brought that up. She brought that up in that thing again, accused me of that too. Nope, wasn't me. Again, for the court, through my attorney, through all the things, and I didn't lie. I gave him everything I needed to give him, social media, all the things. It would have come out that I would have had any other channel or any other name under Facebook. Unlike Merv, I wasn't going to lie to or omit to my attorney and get in the middle of a trial and then it come up. I can assure you, anything and everything, it would have been set up right up front. Here's what I've done, and here's the worst thing she's going to say about me is I went after her son. That is her words. That was the first thing I said to him, and the only thing I really had to worry about. The rest of it, I didn't care. Take it all. She was the only one throwing a fit. And while you were threatening recently with your little buddy in the chat on how you were coming after us one by one and you had all our information and he was going to hack all our shit and do all this stuff, what was it, internet terroristic threats that were made?
Mm-hmm.
Again, Mo, it's not a good look because you admitted you both were having a conversation about, did you get my email with the information? Oh, yeah, and you were giddy about it.
Yeah,
Giddy.
did you get my private emails?
Yeah.
Shh.
No, I wasn't underhanded at all. I stayed quiet until we got that attorney, until she was served. I was quiet as a mouse while she ran her mouth. In that video, she's also campaigning against my ex-husband, his wife, my son's sponsor, racing, as we all know, blah, 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 blah. A lawsuit, contacting every grief group and going to send them the video of what a terrible person I am for laughing at her son's death. Never did. Nope. Again, she takes it out of context. And she accidentally slips in this video by saying she watched when I went live on Randy's to admit that I was held to the note. And I tried to explain that one video she goes off about all the time. And she says, I didn't watch it. I can't stand her voice. I screamed, turn it off. But then you say, I watched it. I heard her. She was even laughing then and justifying it for it. I will never. Did y'all hear her say that going over and over? Here's snow remover. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. No. That's not how it went down. Was I nervous and all the things then? Yes. 100% that day. but I wasn't laughing. I was admitting that video didn't come out the way I really wanted it to, and the title had nothing to do with the video. We were still laughing at you. We still are now.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching you destroy your channel. 100%.
And
You can
she's
say
done
you're
it
still
to
around.
herself.
Hmm?
And if she keeps it up the way she's going with them ghost channels and them ghost bots, like I put in somebody's comment, you watch.
Mommy
Next
dearest, I have no idea. I mean, it, you know, dear dreaming, I've said this 1,000 times. She called me at the very beginning, not long after we left the channel, and she says, I'm done with Merv. Or, whatever, mommy ramblings. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm like, what's wrong? Well, she lied to me. I said, well, which lie? I'll never forget saying that to her, and I didn't know a fourth of the shit we know now. Which lie? Because nothing surprises me. She hid a quilt from Sharon, at some point on one of these vacations. I mean, it just, the ludicrous shit she does is insanity. The comments under this video, too, by the way, Amy, whichever one you are that called in, and we're raising hell, talking about how psychotic I am and all this shit. I got you, too. You keep supporting that sorry ass over there. I don't care if you like me or not. I don't need you to like me. I didn't ever start this to have people like me or not. I just wanted to show who she was. If you didn't like my style or the way I put it, then tough tits. If you're the Amy that I think you are, then I tried to be nice to you and not put out the shit Merv said about you behind your back that I didn't think was appropriate because you had lost a child. Because I'm such an evil person, wouldn't I have put that out just to get one over on Merv? Wouldn't I have gone ahead and said, oh, ha, 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 look how bad Merv is? But no, I didn't, because I had more respect for you, even though you don't for me. And I heard it again today. But I didn't know you called in that day. I didn't know if that was you. I'm not sure. But if that was you, I'm highly disappointed that you said all the things you did. But I know you're still back over there because you come in the chat every blue moon. If you're the same one. It's just
Oh, you see
disgusting.
who's back around now?